And we'd be driving around, windows down, heaters on, when we scream my favorite song. Only do you know? Only do you know?
I'm here, Dave. I'm just refilling the drinks. Did you miss me?
I know. She goes
boy,
away.
I
You
tell
definitely know.
Boy, I tell you.
It's quiet real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, we're a little different in that way.
What?
Oh, you're just a little more loud than me.
You should have seen us. We were listening to some like 2000s like R&B.
On the
Actually,
way
we
up
listened to.
or the
I
way
wish you
down
could.
from LA.
I wish you could have heard our our playlist selection.
On the way here.
Went from like oldies to on the way here.
She's like, we listen to so much stuff.
2 minutes.
And then 2
Not
minute
even
drive
drive
up the
like
street.
30 seconds,
Yeah.
bro.
Literally
Right.
30 seconds.
Right. Down from LA. So who are the artists?
Oh, who did we listen
Go
to?
ahead. She had my soul playlist on, which is all like oldies, like Etta James and like just like
Oh, damn.
I
I love that stuff.
good.
Yeah, it was
oldies.
nice.
Dang. Yeah.
Like the song like I Want a Sunday Type of Love. You know that one?
No.
How does it go, babe?
Oh, you just want me to sing on the spot right
Yeah,
now?
I do. Remember?
Thank you. All good.
I want a Sunday kind of love.
Thank you, bud.
A love to last
Oh.
past Saturday night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
It sounds a little different in the real recording.
It was, yeah, just from oldies to like 2000 R&B to
Like rock. We went
I
all
love
over
that.
the
we
place.
go all over.
When you say R&B, who are we talking about? 2000s R&B.
Okay,
It was like we did Usher.
Usher. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
Like
love
Let
that
It Burn.
though. Yeah.
Let It
Usher,
Burn. Like,
Lil Neo.
I'll never forget that music video.
Okay,
right? And he
so
just
it's
like,
a vibe, right?
Yeah.
You
it's
know what I
definitely
mean?
a
Like
vibe.
when you're
I
just
definitely,
you
yeah.
just feel
LL
it.
Cool J.
Ooh,
Usher.
yeah.
Oh, we listened to some Bay Area hyphy stuff.
Doing it well.
Ooh.
Some
Who is
Mac.
that?
We listened to some Mac Dre.
Oh, really? I've been listening to DMX for the last 2
Word?
days. Why is that?
Dude,
I don't get it. Like,
bro, DMX is
what's wrong with me? He gets me hyped.
That voice, it is hype.
I broke my arm one time because of him. I was
Wow.
like,
Shut
I
up.
was drilling down a hill.
Dude, on the
with
skateboard?
you cannot do sports and have DMX in your head. You will burn through your body fast.
Dude, you are extra funny on
Man,
the mic,
I'm
like on
sad.
this in this podcast
You're cracking
thing.
me
I
up right
love
now.
this.
You're so silly.
Dude, because we
Anyway.
watch podcasts and listen to them all the time.
Wait,
Yeah.
for real?
all day.
You do?
We're obsessed, right?
Wow, that's
So,
so
we
dope.
obviously manifested this.
Obviously.
Oh my god, you guys! Look, you can't keep
Oh, you
laughing at me.
guys. Are you guys?
Oh, you guys! Come on, guys.
Uh-huh.
So, what was I saying about that? I have no.
It's a
freaking idea.
manifestation of where we are right here, right now.
Yeah, but what were we
Yeah.
saying about
right
that? Though?
here, right
Right
now. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know the
just
rest.
extra
That was
funny. This is
Wait,
the best
it's
way
right
to
here,
get
right
to
now.
know people.
There is no other place I wanna be.
Oh.
Wait, how does it go?
I don't really know.
Do you
I'm just
know?
giving you like
We're just giving you
sounds.
beats.
Dave,
You could go and pick.
do you know
pick
this one?
Oh, Dave.
That
Oh,
song, it goes,
that.
right here, right now. There is no other place I wanna be. Yeah.
Who?
Van Halen. That was my version of it.
Van
Okay, my
Halen.
bad. That
That was a
song
good
goes
version.
over
I
and
mean, that
over in
was-
my head.
You sounded great.
Yeah, your voice
You're
sounds
so
good on the
sweet.
Yeah,
mic.
you have
Oh
a
my
good
God.
voice.
You guys are so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm starting
When's
to
your
blush
next
right now.
single coming out?
Shh. Stop it. Stop it, guys. So let's talk about you.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's fun.
I'm
that's
serious.
that's a thing.
No, you guys,
Well, it's-
I feel super blessed to have run into you.
Aw.
And I don't think it was like
we actually
just
did run
ran
into each other.
each
No, but we actually did.
When was that?
A while
Literally
back.
The car thing.
outside of Mike's liquor store.
Mike's. Oh my God.
I went up to you. I was like, "Hey, lick your car," and we were like, I was waiting for her inside. I had the dog.
I see. You had the dog.
And I literally,
You did.
I've seen
So
your
you
Jeep
live
too.
literally like
Yeah,
we're in
like
the same
2
zone.
seconds away.
no one
It's
knows
like-
where we are right now.
Yeah, no one knows.
No, it's a secret.
And then we hung out last weekend.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then I was just like, man, when can I hang out with these two again?
Then we
Aw,
hooked ya.
We felt
I'm
the same way.
serious.
We
So-
felt
I'm
the same.
serious.
Same way.
Gosh. Well, I want to know how you guys got here.
How did we get here?
like right here on this couch right now.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, like where do you want
I'm
to go
talking
from? What?
about how did the two of you find each other and get here? There's so much about the storyline that intrigues me that I don't know.
Yay.
How do you narrow it in though? Like like to just like sum it up
I've seen it on. I kind of have been watching the
from afar.
evolution on your page, right?
Hey,
For a
yeah.
little bit.
And it's well, I take account of these things. I find it really quite romantic, and the bit that we spoke of last week, I thought it was quite beautiful. What I'm
Thank
seeing,
you.
yeah.
Aw, that's
That
so
means a
But
lot.
there's so much to it.
Dude,
it seems.
so much. It's
Yeah.
so deep.
It's yeah.
It's crazy.
So good. Honestly, we're just how did we get here?
Let's start from the beginning.
Start from the
Come
beginning.
on. Yeah. Well, okay, you start and then I'll go because you're good at starting it.
I'm good at starting it.
Yeah.
From when we met?
From when we met. Yeah.
Dude, well like that and I legit went to the same high school.
Oh yeah, you
Together.
said that. Yeah,
Yeah.
here
Mhm. Yeah.
Here
in SoCal.
in SoCal.
And SoCal.
Dang.
Yeah, we're like the epitome of like SoCal kids.
Mhm.
So that's like why the whole SoCal
That's why it's
freaking vibes.
It's,
No,
like,
it's
you
like
know.
epic.
I'm like, we
Yeah.
are
Literally
SoCal.
everything.
Born and raised here. I've only lived in
Mhm.
California.
Yeah, only lived in
I
California.
just absolutely love how much you own it, and I love that.
Heck
Do
yeah.
I
you
love
get
that.
a California like SoCal vibe from us?
I do. I
That's
do.
cool.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what would
Growing
like,
up in
what would you
Texas-
say like what would you say like the SoCal vibe is like for anyone who doesn't know?
Yeah.
For
People
me,
don't know.
my own experience of Southern California, bear in mind, is probably unlike a lot of other people's because I moved directly to Oceanside.
Okay. Well,
Right.
yeah.
So I've been living in Oceanside for 5 years, and that's my only experience of SoCal.
Oh.
If you know what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
you've been like up and down the coast.
But
and-
yeah. But I don't like.
but this
Malibu
is
and all
literally
those places.
SoCal. This is
Yeah.
SoCal.
Yeah, Greasy Taco Shop.
Yep.
Greasy?
Greasy Taco Shop.
Greasy.
I'm a little liquored up, maybe, whatever. And I'm hanging by the beach. It's 2 a.m. I want the ocean mist on my face. I stroll down the hill. I grab a taco. I have a beer in my hand as I walk across PCH home and chill out and do my thing.
that's it.
That's SoCal.
That
mean,
is
yeah.
SoCal.
And if you
Literally.
can own that, which is the lifestyle that I have now and have been
So it's the
living for those
lifestyle,
those years here, it that's why I call the show SoCal Vibes.
I love that.
I love that
So
too.
I see that on you, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I hope that's acceptable and not a downplay to your character. in
that's
any way.
the best
we're
compliment
blessed. Like
ever.
the fact like that we even are this blessed to just get to live in SoCal, like on the little strip, like you said, on the edge of the world, ocean, sand,
Us.
on us, on the edge of between two worlds, and
Yeah.
we're both like water signs. We're Cancer,
doubt.
Pisces. So like just
so we
being
feel
by
like
the water,
just very connected to the water
Yeah.
anyways.
Wow.
it grounds us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what that means to a fire sign.
I wonder.
I'm
Maybe
a
it
fire
like
sign,
yeah,
but
'cause
I've
you're
always
Aries.
lived by the coast.
Maybe
I
it
wonder
like
if, fire and water
evens.
is it bad?
Maybe it like evens.
I think
Oh,
it
levels me out.
I think it
Maybe.
levels anyone
Dang,
out.
Yeah.
that's
Dude,
true.
We were
I dig
just
that.
we were just talking about because we were in LA and like just the energy of like everyone driving there. Like no one is freaking patient, dude. Like literally, we almost
Yeah.
got hit so many freaking times.
yeah.
Okay, one,
Only us
two,
doing that.
three.
Everybody go. You guys realize we could like literally
trio.
Yeah,
bitch.
that's
Let's
a trio.
go.
like let's put that on Spotify right now.
No,
Hey,
I
it'll
would
happen.
be down.
It'll happen.
I've
We'll
actually
take that
wanted to like
segment.
record some like mantras and like meditations and stuff.
Can we do that here?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, cool.
That would be sick.
Okay, yeah.
Because like
All right.
affirmations are huge, and we have like so many that we make up all the time, and some people just legit don't even know about them.
What are you talking about?
Affirmations.
Talk to me, Goose.
Just little goose.
Talk to me, Goose.
Literally just saying out loud, like just good things.
I am beautiful. I am worthy. I'm amazing.
just
have
reminding
everything
ourselves
here right now because I am who I am. You know?
Yeah, because past people, you know, people that you grow up with, people that have raised you, people that you've been in contact with, they leave some type of imprint on you, and something that people have told you like can make an everlasting imprint. And sometimes, unfortunately, those things are negative. And so then when you become older, just out throughout the years, you just hear those thoughts or those words on repeat, you know, those negative things.
Yeah.
So it's just like unplugging that and then the counteracting that negative crap with like the
nice
positive affirmations.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a reminder.
just a reminder. We got to be reminded.
Sure.
Our brains trick us.
It's
hella.
weird. It's weird the way that we go in that direction quickly.
So quick. so much quicker
quick.
than the opposite
And the
direction.
mind and the
Literally,
body. And it's.
If I don't like
it's-
meditate for like
I
a
know.
day or two, I am like off the wire, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Like I feel crazy. I'm
My
like,
girlfriend is the same way. She has every morning 4:20
yeah,
a.m.
she's
Oh my
like,
God.
She's an animal.
She's such a
nuts,
badass.
She's
dude.
an animal.
So
Oh my God.
badass.
She
That is goals.
Yeah.
And,
Wow.
But she, I mean, I don't want to
it's
speak
crazy.
for her, but it's not that she has to have it, but it's definitely a rigor that adds exponential value
Totally.
to her.
Yeah, to her
man.
life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm sure
That's
she's
crazy.
just able to do even more
That's
just because
exactly
of
it.
that.
That's
you
exactly
know?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say like when you don't have time to meditate, that's like actually like when you need to like just meditate the most.
No doubt.
And I find myself with that excuse all the time. I don't have time.
Yeah. It's a conversation I had in one of my last podcasts about that,
Word.
which was my homeboy said, you need more sleep. You need 8 hours of sleep. It's a process that happens when you're sleeping that breaks down toxins and then rejuvenates. And if you don't get full 8 hours of good, healthy sleep, that doesn't happen. So then you're like this continuous tired. But yet on the flip side, maybe you're just a highly productive or extremely like on person like me, hyperactive maybe.
Right.
And
But it
you
will
gotta
catch up.
keep doing and going and doing. What's the next thing? It's just the way that you tick, the way you're built.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does. It
Catch up.
catches up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
feel that.
fortunate personally, but I'm working it out.
Dude, same. I mean, I was that go mentality, like growing up, producing music, like literally would eat, sleep. Like I would wake up and just like walk over to my computer, start producing and be in there all day, not go outside, sometimes for like literally days, sometimes for five days at a time, not go outside. Because I was just like so in it, like getting just like these like spiritual downloads and just being in that flow, you know? But that catches up with you.
Totally.
Like that's it. Like I thought that's how it needed to be, just like completely obsessed.
Yeah.
But it's not good. You can't be completely
No.
obsessed with anything.
Well, and when you're too obsessed, sometimes you pigeonhole yourself when you're too obsessed too. Like I've felt that way as well. You make
Yeah.
yourself tired, you burn yourself out, and you pigeonhole yourself because you're like, oh, everything just has to be perfect. It has to be this way. You know?
No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, very passionate about that.
Pigeonhole.
Okay, are we
Yeah.
going to talk about us, like our relationship?
Oh my god.
We were like, oh yeah, and then we just went.
That's how it
nope.
goes. And then
It's
we go
gonna
back around.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
Yeah.
So Oceanside,
Yeah, go
we
ahead.
were talking
baby.
about
I love hearing
SoCal.
your perspective.
Oh,
I'm always talking.
we were talking about SoCal, and that's where you
We
guys grew up and went to
were.
school out here. And then we went
Yes.
down the SoCal vibes.
Yep.
We
I think
rode
that's
the wave.
important. We rode it.
We rode the wave.
That's it,
and we made it back.
dude. That's
back
it.
to shore.
That's
We're
life.
back.
So
That's
and
the life.
so high school, you guys met. What was that like? Were y'all buds?
No, we didn't.
No,
meet.
we
Were
didn't.
you
meet.
friends?
No, we actually like didn't ever hang out. We knew of each other because let's be honest, we were both pretty cool, like human beings.
Yeah.
But we just like, she was a year older, and she was like the cool surfer, like skater girl that like everybody wanted to be with, like guys, girls, like you name it, just everybody loved her. And I was like the
That's not intimidating.
Dude, I like such a different perspective. Like I like was such a lonely, like depressed kid. I didn't think anyone liked me, honestly. Like
Right.
Okay,
It's
well,
like,
my
what the fuck?
perception
Feel
is
that
so
vibe.
different.
I feel that vibe
Like, good to know now. Wish I knew that then.
for real.
Thanks.
Yeah, so she was cool girl. And then I was like captain of the dance team, more like singer, like
Dang.
dancer vibe. I don't know, I guess popular kid.
She was popular.
I was so popular.
She was super popular, dude. She was like,
I just did like a
so
lot
like
of
we
things.
like
This
knew
is
of
so
each other,
cute.
dude.
I
We knew
can't
of
right
each other
now.
from afar.
I just can't right
Like,
now.
she knew
There's
of
so
me.
much talent. Do you know how much talent you just described though?
Oh,
in that package?
Thank you.
That's what I'm taking
Oh,
away from
word?
it. Like skater, out
Yeah,
there,
that
like
was,
out there
that
doing
was my
it.
life. Like
Yeah.
I would skate with my surfboard to the beach,
Right.
like surf
Yeah.
at one point, like just exploring coast. Like that's all I did.
Yeah.
And I danced
With my
and
guitar
sang
in the other hand.
24/7.
That's what I'm
Surfboard,
saying.
guitar,
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah, we were so polar opposite. Like she was like free child. Like you pretty much did what
Yeah.
you wanted, and
Very
like my
free-spirited.
my life was like pretty
Rebel.
scheduled.
Yeah.
So
She had that structure.
But yeah, we didn't know. We knew of each other. Didn't ever hang out, and then we always had talked. Thank you. Oh my gosh, we always like had talked about doing music together, like over like social media, like over YouTube.
No,
Oh,
not
cool.
always. Like this was even a couple years after high school. We had a mutual friend that did music, and then Nat had just. It's like when kind of YouTube kind of first really started, and she was like doing little cover videos at the time. And I remember like this was like years later that like recently I found like a comment from her on my like video saying, hey, like we should totally like do a cover together sometime soon. Like
What
literally
From like
Perfect.
2009 or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
years ago.
Which is crazy.
What a seed.
Yeah,
What a planted seed.
it's wild.
Yeah, and it's like so obviously that was high school, and then from there like we also had like mutual friends. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about what you were doing at the next phase of your life, Nat?
Oh, that next phase of my life. That's
Yeah.
a long
Pop
And
star
how old
Nat.
are you guys
Pop star
about this
Nat.
time? About this time.
I
frame?
would say like what, like 8? How long?
Well, which
Where are we
okay,
going
so yeah, when you were like pop star Nat, you
Okay.
weren't 21 yet.
I was pop star Nat.
Dang.
Pop star Nat, dude.
So-
she had back like one of my friends was one of her backup dancers.
Dang.
Yes.
I did. That's
Yeah, like,
cool.
pretty
I
clo-
saw some of that. I saw
You
some
did?
of that
Word?
on the gram, right? Social media. Is there some of this out there?
Oh, I don't
on your
know.
Of her
account?
being a pop star.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, pretty much.
So you guys do music together.
Yes.
Well, you're talking about it. You're chatting about it on
We-
Yeah.
social media
We know
from
that.
an old message or something.
Just like here and there, but like at that point I was doing like my thing. I was trying to be like a pop star and had the backup dancers and everything.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because like now looking back at it, like all of my dancers were her friends. But like they came from different places.
Yeah, like I had seen
it's
her
weird.
perform a couple times, but I never even met her there.
But we didn't even talk
We
then.
didn't even talk. But I had like met her mom.
Dang.
She talked to my
before.
mom and not me.
Dang.
So freaking weird, right? So then that was that. Literally, we still never even spoke. We still just never even
There's
freaking
some-
talked. It just like
There's
wasn't
some
the
stuff
time.
flying around.
Yeah.
in
yeah.
that
She,
for sure.
I had
Huh.
seen her from afar, and she was in a relationship with a guy for like seven
and a half
years, like
years.
from high school.
What?
So that's like how I had like
That's
kind of
such
known.
a long relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been in
from
a
high
relationship
school.
that long.
Yeah, it was pretty
Me either.
nuts. I mean, I don't even believe that I was in a 7.5 year relationship, but
Yeah,
I was.
where did the time go?
I don't even know.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
But yeah, so I was in a relationship, and then at that time I was.
And then you went to LA.
Yeah, I went to LA. I was teaching dance down here. Kind of lost,
Oh, cool.
like, yeah, that was
Musical
cool.
theater.
But just
Dang.
like,
That's so cool.
Multi-talented. This
Dang.
one.
oh goodness gracious, something like
Seriously, that's what I'm saying. There's so much talent going on right here.
that. Oh, thank you.
It's kind of blowing me away. I'm getting
Oh.
more of
Been
the.
just been a journey.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was teaching a lot, but I wasn't doing like the music side as much. So my relationship was like, it was cool, but I definitely was at a point where I wanted to do something bigger. And I ended up landing a gig with this guy named Jordan Fisher. He's an artist. He's been on like Dancing with the Stars and
Cool.
Disney, just like a bunch
Dude,
of
she
stuff.
went and toured
Yeah, I toured with him. We got to play the U.S. Open. I played in London with him.
So what were you doing?
I was
part of
doing
the
background vocals for him.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got to learn a lot, like just doing that and being
No doubt.
around.
Huge.
I bet.
Huge.
Yeah.
Like
And you got to
big
travel
people.
and damn.
Yeah, and open up for like
Alicia
Alicia
Keys.
Keys. Yeah.
What?
Meet Flo Rida.
That's
like
amazing.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
Busta Rhymes. I was
Really?
around a
Baby,
lot of
you're so
humans.
cool.
I was.
That's so
I thought she
cool.
was way too cool for me, honestly.
No. I mean, yeah. But
Yeah. But yeah,
I
actually.
can't right now. Oh my God. You guys are amazing.
Oh my gosh. But it was so crazy because
And how long ago was, hold on. So that
Timeline.
was, how long ago was that? I'm just curious.
that was about 5 years ago now.
Wow. Okay.
When you were on tour.
Yeah. And at that time, it was so cool because I had something going on that was so amazing. I was like, wow, I'm finally doing music. But it was at a moment where my relationship was going the total opposite way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
As
so,
you were going up, everything else was going the other way.
yeah. And so, long story short,
Dang.
ended up coming back from London, broke it off.
Yeah.
Went through a crazy year of just dating all over the place, like a wild child, just a free bird
After
after
7
7.5
years.
years.
I can't even imagine. I mean,
Yeah.
I've done the 3-year thing and
Yeah.
just
We all know how it
go
goes.
animal.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just turn into an animal.
Animal style.
Yeah. Especially when you're not like with somebody who is on an equal, like, okay, that's going to sound so mean, but like we just do this, we do the same thing.
Sure.
So we're just always like going like this with each other, making each other level up. There was just no leveling up. So it was at a point where I was like,
We've all been there.
yeah.
We have.
You
for
know?
sure.
But you were in a weird
Yeah,
like
similar
relationship.
thing. Similar thing.
Similar relationship. And we ended up like one of my close friends at the time was like,
And
hey,
one of my close friends,
uh-huh.
which was the Connect.
Yeah. Who they were my
backup
backup
dancers.
dancers,
Oh, really?
from all those years ago.
Dang.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
They ended up hanging out.
Yeah, we all happened to be in LA. So at this point, Nat was living in, she was living in LA. Sherman Oaks. I was living in North Hollywood. I had just moved up there. And I think I posted something on Facebook, like saying that I moved in. And so she had commented like, oh my God, like
When are we
we're
gonna hang
neighbors.
out?
Like we should hang out. So like, again, like we were briefly like just chatting like back and forth, like, oh, we should do music. But we still just like never really did until I had a friend in town who was staying with me. And then we ended up coming in contact with her friend. And then she wasn't there. So like we hung out. And then he was just like, oh my God, like you got to do music with
Yeah, I'm
Natalie.
getting texts like the whole entire time. And he's like, you're going to be fucking stupid if you don't work with her. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, gosh,
I love
okay.
it.
I'm going
Yeah.
to work with her.
Let's work it out.
Yeah. So it was just a vibe. And I was like, okay, yeah. So then we exchanged, we got each other's number. And then like, oh yeah, he had played me something, like a little demo that she had too. And I was like, okay, like it's a vibe. Like I can work with that.
Oh, did you act that cool? That cool?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
Whoa. It
was
was
just-
so such a slice, like a human.
Such a slice. She's in character. What a slice.
Dude, she is. She has me like we're constantly laughing like this all day long.
That's
this is what
where
we
it
have
is.
to like.
That's where it is.
No matter the stress, like we've been
Goofballs.
through so much crap,
Man.
but no matter like even the worst days, literally we're still just laughing.
Yeah.
You have to. But yeah,
That's where it is.
so we ended up, so her little demo connected, and then I was just like sending her some like guitar riffs, and she was just we were just kind of
Cruising
like,
to him.
yeah, just kind of like, yeah. And I was like going out of town to
That's a really cool vibe though. Whenever you have somebody you can just like bounce little things off of and
Yeah.
get creative from
And I
afar
had-
or close.
I
Like,
recently had like wrote that down like in my journal that I was like looking for like just like a partner to
a creative partner.
a creative partner.
Yeah. I mean,
That you
same.
like really connect with.
Because at the time,
That's so
I wasn't
awesome
even
when
doing.
you get it.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
even really doing music at that time.
Fuck.
I
I don't know. The one fucking fly I've been fighting out of here for this whole week
Oh, are you
decides he
serious?
wants to show up when we turn the lights on.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
wonder
I
what
know.
that means. Like he's around
Oh,
you.
yep, I see him. He's a
I'm
fly.
probably another. That's probably me
I
in
see.
another dimension. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Around you.
So okay.
Dude, so when we connected in LA, like I had literally just been there for like a few months, right? And I actually wasn't even really doing music that much up there.
Yeah.
I had moved there and I was doing like videography and photography
Oh yeah, you said that. That's
up
right.
there to
Dang.
pay the bills and whatnot. And I had loved doing it, but then I had just
creative.
after. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
And you're good at it. I see what you guys do.
Oh,
Oh,
The
thank
little-
you.
Yeah, everything is good quality.
Just
I dig.
always, just when I've been an independent artist my whole life. So literally, like, I had a video, like literally a VHS, like video camera as a kid, just like
Love it.
trying to film stuff, you know?
I do.
But
I was
then-
a lot like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that.
I love that.
I love that. Yeah, I'd always be begging my sister to like perform or like to shoot. I'm like, can I shoot a music video of you?
That's so cool. I was obsessed with cartoons when I was a kid. And I guess the most creative thing that I did was I would take like recorders where you could record what was on TV when you could like take
Yeah.
like a big VHS and you could put it in and you could actually record what was on the TV for the first time.
Word. Okay.
That happened in my lifetime. So I was like, I would record little segments of like my favorite Roadrunner segments and this, that, and I would put them together as like a little show
Yes.
for myself. And I never
my
realized
gosh.
until
You were,
recently.
like,
I know.
editing.
And my dad and
Dude, that's what I'm talking
and I was
about.
playing it in bed one time, like playing it back and doing all this stuff. And my dad came in and he was like, "What? Where did you get that?" And I just put it together and I talked him through it and he was like, "Dang, that's cool." But I don't know what happened after that. I never did it again.
Oh,
But that's cool.
It was fun
like
for the
you
time, then I just moved on.
You
It's
got
smart.
it. Yeah.
I just
Yeah, you
moved
get
on.
it.
People
Yeah.
that have creative stuff, like they get into that thing
Yeah,
and
like
they
when I
find
was a
out
kid,
early.
yeah, the
right?
VHSs and like just tape recorders. It's like now making beats on iPads. Like if I would have had
crazy.
a freaking iPad
Oh my gosh.
when I was a kid that could just cook up some beats, like what the hell?
I know.
It's insane. You
Yeah.
gotta love it.
You gotta love it. It's so sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we weren't neither of us were doing music when we really met.
No.
Like we were doing other things. We were focusing on other things. And then as soon as we met, then it was just like boom,
Isn't that crazy?
music.
So
yeah.
crazy. Like just our whole life became like engulfed in music. Like when we met.
Yeah.
Every time I've fallen kind of for someone, like that initial when it hits you in the gut and you know that's your person for now, like you're about
Yeah.
to really dig in
Yeah,
and
you
find
can
out
feel it
more.
when
you
your
need
world
to
just
find
gets
out more.
flipped-
Yeah,
flipped
yeah.
upside down.
Everything that you thought mattered before don't matter
Yeah,
no more.
Dude, literally.
No,
that was
not
it.
at all.
Right?
100%.
And so now it's strictly hustle for that.
Yep.
That's where
Life-changing.
yeah. But whenever
So
it hits you like
unexpected.
that,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Before we actually linked, like when I was away visiting my mom,
Yeah.
I actually had a dream.
She had a dream about me.
I've always been a pretty like crazy
That's
when you
dreamer,
know
like
it's,
very
like,
vivid.
hooked.
yeah.
Dude, and I
What
had
the
a
heck?
like I had truly been thinking that we would connect and like just really be like musical partners, you know? And so we had this dream though, but like the connection in the dream, like there was like I could feel the connection, although we had never even met yet. Like it was crazy. And I didn't tell you about. Did I tell you? When did I tell you that? Like later?
I mean, yeah. We've been
Okay,
together
yeah.
for quite some time
I
now.
know.
You've definitely told me that.
No. I know that, but I didn't know if I like told you like, oh, I had a dream. No, I don't think I.
No, I don't think you would tell
would
me
tell
that.
you
That's
that.
kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's creepy. I would not tell you that.
No doubt.
Kept that to myself.
No doubt. And then drop it later when it's gonna absolutely be
when it's
romantic.
like-
when you
yeah,
just
when
can't
it's
fuck
not
it up.
creepy.
It's like there's literally nothing you could say that would fuck anything up at that point. That's when you drop it and you're like, oh, that's so sexy.
That's so
You're such an
gosh.
animal.
No, look, you're such an animal.
You're such an animal.
Exactly. That's exactly what I did.
Pets. Okay, so how did we actually?
Yeah, so we finally picked a we finally freaking picked a night to meet. Dang it. We haven't even met yet.
Do you see our pattern? It takes us a while to get to things.
Yeah.
Even each
It's a
other, it
typical
took us a
day.
while.
Just a typical day in here.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love it.
Hello.
Hello, baby.
All right.
Are you a regal princess right now?
Well, because
You
I'm
look-
having to like turn to see, you know? So I'm just like,
No,
Dang.
just like do like this.
like how?
Well, other way. First of all, why would you go this way if you're trying to
No,
look
but
at me?
I'm trying to look at him though too.
We
Just
can
like-
move that mic over
go
here.
like this.
I can move that mic over here.
Head.
I can
Oh,
move
yeah.
the mic over here in front of you.
No, I mean, this is fine.
She's just being dramatic.
I'm good. I can
It's
look
not
like a
real.
royal princess. It's fine. I don't mind it.
See, when I'm talking to you, it feels right.
Yeah.
But when you're talking to her, it's
Like-
it's weird. Yeah. Hello.
I like it. It's
Those
very
sexy
saucy.
eyes.
I
Yeah.
see you all the
Those
time.
sexy eyes.
Yeah.
It's as if we're having wine, I guess. You gotta pay attention to me
glass.
too.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
dude, yeah.
You guys are so
need to look
hot.
at a new face.
Thanks.
Y'all are
Yes.
super hot. As
Oh
a
my
couple,
gosh.
I'm just saying,
Appreciate
like, y'all are
that.
super hot.
Thank you.
you.
That's the real
Does that dirt off your shoulders?
That's right.
I'm just kidding.
No. You guys
So you
gotta,
wanna
yeah, go.
you wanna know when we actually
Please.
what happened when we actually met?
Yeah.
No, who doesn't want to know?
Okay, so we finally picked a time to meet, and Nat was like, "How late?"
Oh gosh, yeah. I
she
was a couple
like,
hours
she was
late.
a few hours, literally late,
And I lied to you.
and she lied to me to start off with, pretty much.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Well, I was
she
still a wild
out.
child.
She was
I was,
out
like,
on a
still pretty
date, but she like
crazy.
didn't want to tell me that. Why did she not want to tell me that she was on a date? I'm
I
just a
see.
musical friend, right?
No. Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't she want to tell me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I see.
She had motives.
Well, it's an easy way to play that story line. It works
Yeah.
if you're not paying attention. But she was paying attention.
Yeah, she was. She's always paying attention.
I gathered.
You learned that real
I
quick.
gathered.
She looks
Yeah.
at all the details.
Oh yeah, she hasn't. She's picked up everything in here.
Yep.
Like in the first 5 seconds she came in here the other day.
Yep.
Yeah,
You do.
you're an impressive creature.
I say that all the time.
I love
Well,
that. I
because
love
it's
the word
true.
creature,
Yeah.
dude. Thank
You're
you.
an impressive creature. Would you like a refill?
Yes,
oh my
please.
gosh, you're
All right.
so sweet.
What refill? Oh dear.
No, I love the word just creature because I always call people like creatures.
Hey, Master P and Dave, can you guys bring me another brew? Huh?
Master
Master
P,
P.
Master Dave.
And Dave, one beer.
So, anyways, I had a drink before Nat came.
I had a couple.
Because after we were waiting for like a few hours, dude, I was
But wait,
anxious.
wait. So you felt like you were getting stood up?
No, not. Well, it was just like
What was-
getting
She's just
what was going on?
annoyed
Oh, I got you.
because I had said that I would be there earlier because
Oh.
we really were gonna just
Yeah, no, we
work
were
on
getting
music.
together to do music.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it
So we
wasn't
had, like,
anything.
a writing session.
So you guys didn't know.
No,
No,
You guys didn't know that you were about to fall.
no.
we didn't know, but I think we knew.
Yeah, I
I mean,
know.
I was.
We were both
looking-
dating someone like at the time,
Yeah,
Thanks, mi amigo. Thanks, dude.
but like not serious.
Well, okay, so I ended up getting to her house finally, like after a hot minute. And yeah, it was just I was like really nervous. I'm a pretty shy person, like at first when I first meet people anyways. And it was also like
I didn't know that,
to do music too. So then it
I
made
wouldn't
me
have gathered that either.
dude.
really
Like she was like
I know.
she
No
was
one
like the
thinks
loud
that.
one in high school. Like she was
Yeah.
like the popular like loud one, always like
Hmm.
causing a ruckus.
Do you feel safer around her than you have
Oh my gosh.
ever?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I gather that.
Yeah.
I gather that.
That's
I think
amazing.
that's why I think maybe now, I'm just guessing, I'm not,
Yeah.
saying that's what it is, but maybe you feel safer now and maybe you're feeling safer about being more open.
I get that.
And
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I felt like we connected really quickly,
Totally.
and you connected very quickly the other day with everyone that I
Aw.
was, participating in that.
Yeah, but it's also because your guys' energy is so good too. Like it just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
depends on people's energy. But like I had never like met her in person yet. So I'm just always, I think it's that initial like anxiety about like, how is this person going to be, you know?
She'll be quiet at first. Like if she doesn't know, like she knew what she was kind of going into, you know. But if she doesn't, like if she just will meet someone,
Reserved.
I'm usually like the one talking, and then she's kind of like scoping from the back, like really taking the
She
look.
got you back.
Yeah,
and then
totally.
they kind of
Of course.
go from there.
And vice versa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
vice versa.
I dig.
But I can be
Yeah, I
loud.
see that.
I can be crazy too.
Oh yeah, we got many sides,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
as we all
Jungle
should.
animals. I'm telling you.
Literally,
Those people that are closer
Yes.
connected to that crazy jungle animal side of us that we know we
Hell
all
yeah.
like.
Oh,
We always
we
talk
all
about
have
that.
it. We all have this.
I love that.
Yeah.
We've been talking about a music video where
You
we're
can't
like
let go of that.
in the jungle, like in like a treehouse, just like
Yeah.
playing with the animals.
Yeah.
Georgia the jungle.
Juggling.
What animal do you think
Just
you?
kidding.
Yeah,
Juggling tiny
Yeah.
babies that are
Yeah.
like
Tiny monkey
her
ba-
hair
tiny
and your
monkey
face.
babies.
It's like
Oh
With their
god,
her
monkeys
hair on
too.
your head.
like I have an ugly ass picture on my head right now. I have an ugly picture.
terrifying.
I know it's like a really
sounds like a
creepy.
I'm so
nightmare.
sorry.
It's
That's
a creepy
great-
image.
Wow. Wow.
Wait, what?
I hope we get to leave that one in.
I want to know what animal.
Yeah,
'cause
what-
now I'm
okay,
thinking,
what
what
an-
animal are
No,
you?
no. What
Like,
animals do you think we
and what
would
do you
be?
think we are?
Because we always have this conversation and we can never decide.
I think maybe hyenas.
I feel like you'd be good at knowing.
Dang, I have an entire arm that's covered in animals.
I know you're the animal man
But I'm not like
from the
not
bayou.
one. I'm not one animal.
You're not one animal. You
Yeah.
think you're a lot of animals?
Yeah, all the
I think that.
animals on my arm
Okay.
represent a side of me. And I don't think
That's so cool.
I think that it's quite possibly, one could debate, but I think that it's quite possible that we just might have been that in some capacity
Yeah.
or something close to another version of this
Yeah.
Yeah.
where
That's what I'm always wondering.
I feel a lot like a fucking fish sometimes and an animal in many ways.
I've been
Particularly,
saying I've been feeling like a wolf the other
Yeah.
night when that full moon was going on, dude.
Oh, she howls.
I
She
literally
howls at
feel
it.
like I just need to go out and like just howl.
Holler at me. I'll holler at you from the hill.
Word?
No, I'm
Ooh.
serious. Text me and we will definitely
Let's go
have a
have
howl
a-
off.
I mean, it's pretty cool.
I cannot.
I want to
tell
be
you how
under
excited
the,
I am to
the
do this.
stars and the moon.
Yeah, that's freaking rad.
Where do you go to be? Where's the closest place to be by the stars? You said you have like a camper or something.
I go to the coast, but it's a little bright,
Yeah, you can't see the stars and the moon as much unless it's
Joshua
clear.
Tree is my go-to spot
Yeah,
for
word.
star
Yeah.
watching and sky watching and to feel the earth and like be away
Yeah,
and
it's-
get connected.
that's-
and
We just got
disconnected,
grounded there
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
it helps. That area is an interesting place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why does the desert ground you like that?
It's a spiritual place. It quite possibly could have been underwater at some point. We don't know, really.
Whoa.
I mean, we can project sort of what bodies of water, highlands and lowlands, and high deserts and so on. All this could have been underwater at some point, or vice
Totally.
versa.
All of
And-
this? What? All of what? All of
All
this?
of yeah. I mean,
The
I don't know.
lowland deserts and so on. With I
Whoa.
don't know, but I'm sure at some point they have coral, for example, that you find that would be on the bottom of the ocean now inland,
Yeah.
like
How would that
really
be?
far inland.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sometimes. So I don't know how it gets out there over the bajillions of years, but what I understand of the earth is that humans have been around. If you were to spread your arms from one end to the other end, which this is 6'2" humans have been around as long as the very tip of my pinky finger
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
in the earth's life.
Oh my gosh,
Dude, you can't be dropping that.
I feel like
understand
I'm
what
going
I'm
to another
saying?
dimension right now.
Yes,
But I
we
mean,
do.
information,
constantly
like
thinking
literal
about this.
information can really open our mind
I
to,
know.
to think
Perspective.
that maybe it's not so far-fetched
No.
that
Yeah.
you could have been,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
Yes, and
and you guys
yeah,
might have
Bin water.
been buds before?
Water buddies.
Creative butts.
Well, when we met, that was the
yeah.
whole thing. It was
You
like
might have,
it
yeah.
was like same thing. Like it was just
It was the most wild feeling ever. I was at the gate and we opened it up and met you at the door. And right when she opened it, literally like my whole, drum roll please.
your face.
My whole heart sank to my butthole.
That just gave me the heebs-a-jeebs-a-buzz. Seriously, I got the goosies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know how
Seriously,
that feeling feels, though.
Yeah,
I
it was
know how
like,
that feeling feels.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
I know this person and
It's
I
too
know
much.
my whole life is going
Very
to change right
overwhelming.
now.
It can be too much.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
So the whole time I was pretty much mute when we hung out. Like, I didn't talk at all.
No doubt.
Dude.
No.
Again, I didn't know her as shy.
Man, you come with that A game, girl. What are you talking about?
I
That's
know.
hard.
I come in, I'm
That's
like, "Are you
hard.
hungry?" Or she told me that, like, she was hungry, and I was like, "I have food here." She walked in, I literally like made her this like vegan curry that I had already like had, but I just like warmed it up for her, and she was just
But
like,
the place was all
I'm like-
nice and clean, and there was like candles all over.
And you wanted to live there.
Yes.
You were like, damn.
She had the
Tell the
vegan
truth.
curry
You're
ready
like,
for
okay,
me. Yeah.
I'm going to hang out, sleep over.
Yep. I mean, exactly.
Sleep over. Let's
Sleepover.
create till we pass out.
really,
Let's
yeah.
tell me about it.
Yeah. Well, we just started.
G-rated.
She wouldn't
G.
even sing. She wouldn't even sing.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That
we
was
like
a
eating
thing.
stuff, and like we're on the couch just like this, same spots. We'll have my guitar, and I'm just like jamming. I'm like, okay, so like I'm playing progressions. I'm like, okay, so like maybe just sing a little melody. And she's just like looking at me like, I don't know. I don't know.
Totally. Oh my
Dang.
gosh, I'm getting like that right
I'm like-
now because you're
Dang.
calling me
And
out.
I'm like
Dang.
literally like she wouldn't. The first like probably a few I don't
Mhm.
know 2 weeks we hung out. She literally was like, I had to like pull words out of her. And she would just be like,
so wait, so can I ask you a question?
yeah.
Why did you like me if I was like such a weirdo?
She saw the potential.
All the potential,
She
babe.
saw the potential. Right?
Because dude,
so
literally
funny.
everything that I had ever seen her post or personality, like I had like seen her freaking personality
Of
before.
course. Yeah.
Dude, she was like wild child, and I loved it. So then I was just so confused though when we met. But I'm good at
That's the best.
But I was just so confused though
when we met.
when we met, you know? But then I started
straight
getting my
up.
hooks and I really in.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then we wrote, or not wrote, like I started playing this one riff. I could play it in a sec too.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
And I started just like, we had a little voice note. Oh, I started playing something. She's like, oh, I'm going to voice note this, which the most genius woman ever for just pulling out the app, you know, iPhone app, voice recorder. And I started playing like this little jazzy progression and just like mumbling some stuff. And she was like, oh, like do that again. And then she's like,
Pick up on
right
it.
then it's like, she would just like put my like mumbles together like into words. And we like had like a hook, like literally right then in there.
Again, freestyle structure.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's
Yeah,
so
I'm great
dope.
at like just playing something and just freestyling,
Wild.
but I'm like not good at like actually like getting it down. Like I don't really write anything down. It's all just like from my head normally. And she's like the best like storyteller with her words.
Hmm.
And so she just would take my mumbles and then
create. Yeah,
Create.
actual words to it. So
Dang.
yeah, we ended up doing that and we were like, whoa, cool. This is like
yeah.
nice.
Let me
feeling.
ask you, was that the first time, I think it's what I heard you say, is that's the first time you created together?
Mhm.
And is it the first time you created in this capacity with another person? Or had you created with someone before in this capacity?
I had created with somebody for sure.
we've
Yeah.
created people, but
I've had like I've worked with a producer.
That's right. You were working with other as
But I
backup
think
and
on
stuff.
more of
But
a
I mean on like where you're
intimate of a
creating
level.
something on an intimate level. I'm just curious how it feels, right? To create alone is one thing. Like you get into flow when you're creating.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about it even in the creative side of you, not in music, but whenever you were
Oh,
doing
yeah.
video,
I mean,
you
it's
get
been
into flow
crazy.
for
Flow.
sure. But doing it alone, but sometimes you can get into flow with someone else, right?
oh yeah.
How does that feel? Because I have never
Oh.
done that before. Do you understand the
Oh,
question? I was a
yes, I
roundabout
get
way to
it.
get there, but
I got you.
Oh my, it's the most like transcendent feeling. The
I
most
imagine it's
amazing
different.
feeling you could ever feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think for so long, I don't know about you, but for me, I would overthink things being by myself, or I would prejudge things. So even us just being in a flow together,
Well, the first night we met, I was just like playing her a few tracks that I had just made and not really showing anybody.
Yeah.
They had some vocals on it, and she was just like, "Oh my gosh, like you sound so good. Like you have a good voice. Like you should sing." I was like, "What?" Like no way. Like because I just kind of thought of myself as more as a producer,
Right.
and then from there, it kind of just like opened my eyes a little bit. Like okay, maybe like I don't sound that bad.
And now when you sing and play and write and just go, right?
oh, she's a
amazing.
damn
No,
but
rock
she's-
star
she-
I
now.
believe
no,
it.
but she
I
like
believe
she
it.
But she
boosted my-
didn't think that she would. She thought it was going to be a producer singer relationship. That's like what she thought it would be.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know it either.
Right.
We didn't even know that we would be like a duo. That wasn't even our thought at that point.
No,
You
yeah,
know?
sparks had just flown in multiple ways that night. We had just stayed up really late, just literally talking, like catching
like 4
up
or 5 in the morning.
for hours and hours. Like
So cool.
like literally, I had shared more about my life and we had talked more than I had with someone I was like dating 6 months prior. Like, because they weren't wanting to go that deep. And literally in a few hours, like the depth that we just got to and the stories that we shared was just like, my world literally got freaking flipped upside down. Like I was freaking out. Like I didn't know. I was just like, I was having a freaking anxiety attack. Like
I believe that.
I was dating someone and like she knew that Nat was coming over to like for like a writing session.
Yeah.
Literally, it was just a
Damn.
freaking writing session,
That gets
dude.
heavy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And yeah. And then, I mean, no, nothing did happen then.
No, it
it
didn't.
was innocent.
I mean, I wanted it to happen.
She wanted it to happen. She was, yeah, so pretty much we were up just talking, literally. And then I had stopped drinking, so I just was having an anxiety attack.
Dang.
It wasn't, and it was just like late. Like it was like, she didn't even get there till 10. At this point, it was like, I was like 5 a.m., dude. I'm like, all right, girl, like I
It's time
gotta
to go
go.
to bed.
And she had been drinking some whiskey. So
Nice.
she was putting them back because then she
Heck
was
yeah.
then she was like
Ready to
not being so
party.
shy.
Ready to party.
Then she was like
Yeah.
being more like confident and
For
not
sure.
so shy,
For
right?
sure.
Yeah.
And so I was like, woo.
You should see the smile on her face. She's like ear to ear right now.
I'm
A
just
little-
playing it all back
yeah,
in my
yeah.
head right now.
But
Yeah.
I liked that confidence though. Like
For sure.
it was like just I think like super it like really caught me like off guard.
Mm.
Like her flirtatiousness. Flirtatiousness. And then so yeah, around 5 a.m. I'm like, girl, I gotta go to bed. Like I'm exhausted. And she's like, well, I can't drive home.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't drive home.
Dang, it's
and I-
that
and I
night,
literally
the
was
first
like-
night, the sleepover.
Jokingly though, I was
Dang.
like, okay, girl, you can sleep on the couch.
Oh my god, I can't. It's too damn cute.
And then she's like,
I can't.
she's like, you're gonna make me sleep on the couch?
I was so mad. I was like, I'm not sleeping on the couch. What are you,
was like-
what?
I was like, no, it's fine. Sleep on the bed, but like stay on your side. Like
Dang.
Yeah, she was about to put like a line down the middle.
Okay, not
So I would-
actually.
okay,
but I
kinda.
had to like there was at one point like she did try to kiss me and I had to be like, no. Because I was like
Yeah, she rejected me. Oh, it's a sad day.
But you know that's what you needed.
I mean, yeah, probably in that moment.
because I was like so
In
stoked to finally
principle.
hang out to do music. I was like, dude, I don't want this to be weird. Like
Yeah.
you've been drinking, like I want to like make music and like build a relationship. I don't want to like randomly hook up and then have this be shot and done.
Dang.
Smartest
You
idea
know.
ever.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's big.
Like I had to think
In
about it. I
principle.
could have acted on it for sure, but I was like, no, like this is bigger than that. I don't want to just what.
You're smart.
Okay, but not really, because
And then 2 days later,
Yeah,
it
that's
got
all
blown. Boom, the
Oh,
cover.
man. I was waiting for that
Dude, but
punchline.
but then that was it. It was like, wait, we just hung out again. Like it was just we instantly wanted to hang out with each other.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
wrote just songs like all day. Basically, all we would do was like eat, sleep, have sex, and write songs. That's like
Magic.
That, yeah,
No,
that's
it's
it.
magic land.
It was like
Sounds amazing.
just the best life.
Like every guitar riff that I like had, like she would just put these like stories to them. Like I would like we would talk about ideas, and then she would just like write it up.
You know, in most folks' lifetimes, they don't get an opportunity to experience this.
I never thought I would.
So
That's what I mean.
I never thought I would.
You know, that's what I mean.
People always told me, like, "Oh, you do not want to date another
Same.
artist. Like they'll be
There's
too much
so
like
many,
you."
There's so many examples, right, in history of the why you should or why you shouldn't. But the ones we remember is the why you shouldn'ts most often. I don't know. That's a weird one, but you guys are a gleaming example of why we should.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you. And I'll forever stand by that. Like to say, no, you should find your person who does vibe what you vibe
and you should fight
somehow
for it.
and fight for it. Because everyone, when it's that much of a connection, like everyone will try to stop you. You know?
Or even yourself.
Yeah, we like to run when things
Yeah.
get weird.
Yeah.
But like for me at that time, like I like kind of what you were talking about at the beginning, like the feeling that I felt when we were together, I was like, I had so many voices of like people telling me, like, oh no, don't, like, what are you thinking, like getting into that?
Well, yeah, because I had also
she's never dated a girl before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's a big aspect. Never dated a girl before, right? Sure, like
That's right,
had
because you
crush-
said you were just in a long relationship with a guy.
Mhm. When we met, I was like, oh shit, this is changing literally
No doubt.
everything in my
Yeah.
life. Like the full trajectory of my life is just flipped upside down right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was there for it. I was like, okay, let's go.
But
Cool.
but then it's a crazy thing though too, just being involved with someone who is about to go
No doubt.
through all that.
No doubt.
Having like to be kept a secret for a little bit, you could just like there's so many. It's a big thing, you know. Shouldn't be.
No.
But it feels like it because society's made it like this scary thing,
No
you
doubt.
know.
Mhm.
But so many voices telling me like, Sarah, don't get involved with that. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's like, and I was just like, honestly, like, God put this connection here, and like, even I don't care how long it lasts. Like, even if it's for a little bit, like, I would prefer that little bit of time over never experiencing it. Like, I knew like the negatives of how it could go, but I was like, I'll prefer just to take the good.
That's so nice.
And I trusted it. And I was patient and I understood the process, and
So patient.
like I didn't like push on anything, and I don't care what the outside world really knows. Like we had the connection, what we had,
But
and she
building
went through it
trust
all in
is
her
what was
own
in key.
process.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm confident enough in myself. Like I don't need that validation of like
Other,
yeah.
Society's
Yeah.
not that important.
Right. Like
Particularly.
I know how you make me feel.
Yeah.
I know, like, yeah.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah. And then we've been through some crazy ass stuff.
no doubt.
But that's like, I mean, there's so many things, but just the core of us is just making music together and living
Beautiful life.
our beautiful life.
Yeah.
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 Having like I literally never thought I could find a partner to do that with. It's crazy.
I wonder why that is, because I
Just
still,
limiting, just
you
like
know,
limiting beliefs.
Sometimes, yeah, I know, limiting beliefs for sure.
It's everything.
That's a great way to put
We've
it.
been talking about that a lot.
I feel that a ton.
With
I feel that
everything.
hard.
We limit
all
ourselves.
the time. Yeah, no doubt.
Or we just don't, a lot of the time we just don't think we're worthy for things. You know, we're not worthy enough to have that kind of love when
Something
really
that good.
Yeah, something that good, when it's like, what, we're only on this planet for a
Yeah,
short amount
why
of
not?
time.
Yeah,
Why
this isn't
not?
like pregame.
No, this
We're
is
not
it.
pre-gaming.
Right here, this is it.
Yeah.
I love that. We're not pre-gaming it.
Dude, some
No.
people
Some people
What is that
pre-game
at
their
the
whole
wedding
life.
the day before a rehearsal? It's definitely not a rehearsal.
No, it's not a rehearsal dinner.
And you are shooting for the experience, not for what the unknown outcome would be. And that's a really beautiful way to live life. It's the way I live my life.
I love that.
And is
That's why
go
we
hard
vibe.
for the experience. Go hard for the experience.
That's what it's
'Cause,
about.
Yeah, as you know,
Because
it's
life's freaking short. And like the craziest fact that whole time, like I literally had cancer during that whole time and didn't even know.
No.
That's what's freaking nutso.
Yeah.
You don't know. Like that was like the best time, but also through all that, I was like progressively getting sicker.
Dang.
So it's like so bittersweet, you know?
Damn.
Because
And yet you sit here before us. That's incredible.
That's
Fucking cheers
Dude,
to that.
I'm here.
You're
Like,
pretty
like
cool.
cheers to that. Like,
I love you.
are we
guys.
talking miracles right now
No,
or what?
like
Seriously.
literally. No, God is so good.
Damn.
And yeah, we were just
Yeah, thank you for kicking that one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Straight up.
God. Yeah.
dude,
Damn.
you gotta fight it. It's the demons. Even today, it's like I got an email, like I gotta go get some blood work this week. It's like after you have cancer, it's like you still have to like constantly, like it doesn't just like dissolve.
Sure.
As much as I want it to, as much as I try to just like not think about it,
Oh.
avoid some of the
That helps.
Yeah, it does. But like the instant anxiety of like just the demons, like, oh, like you probably have cancer again. Oh, like you're gonna die soon. Oh, like because when you had cancer and you had like a tumor growing in you and you don't even realize that for so long, then it's like, damn, like you could have something growing and you don't even know it.
Well, yeah,
So it's just
you feel like your body like betrayed you a
Yeah.
little bit, you know?
No doubt. There's a lack of trust
Yeah.
in
Yep.
what you thought you knew
Yeah.
to be so. And humans don't deal well with that level of distrust in their own essence
Yeah, in
as
your
it
own
is
body.
your own vessel.
Ah.
yeah, it's wild.
And you're like getting
Body's
from
wild.
and you're creative, skater, musician, all that. Like there's so much of your essence that becomes the experience that becomes at risk, I guess, in your
Well,
mind.
dude, when your body shuts down and you're an active person doing all of that, like you just
Oh,
talked
shit.
about, and then all of a sudden you could like literally barely stand in the shower,
Dang,
like how like I could only take baths, like could barely stand because I would just like faint.
dang.
Literally, like I have like a heart rate monitor like on my phone the other day, and I was like looking, just looking through it because I used to like just take my heart rate because it would be like my resting heart rate. I'd just be chilling and be like at 140 like randomly,
Dang.
like 140 BPM.
Wow.
And so like now I like take it because I sometimes just like want to check
Yeah.
what it is, and it's like just like chilling 70, like super mellow. And I was just like, holy shit, dude! Like just getting back to that place of just sitting on the toilet, sick, like going to the bathroom, like my face would be like bright
She
red,
looked like death. Like
my eyes like pop, like
yeah, popping out
babe.
red,
Yeah.
popping out.
Dang.
Heart rate at like 140, literally having like my levels just like spiking.
But out of nowhere.
Like calcitone out of nowhere. So like I'd be chilling, like we would be chilling like this, and then all of a sudden I'd just be like, oh, and my face would just like start to turn like bright red, and
when
like
this
I would
starts
have like
happening, what
an
did
attack.
you do? I mean, I guess went straight to the hospital. If
No.
you just
I
try and
never-
tough it out,
I
huh?
toughed it out, all of it.
Exactly. I was just thinking in my head, like, what would I be doing if this was happening to me? The first thing I would do is just like, something weird's happened, I'll work it out.
I never thought we would be like.
never thought
I
we
never
would be
thought
back
I would
here.
be back here so soon. Like when I moved to LA,
Yeah.
I was like, gonna do music full time, like just go full on out
Yeah.
there, like not come back, not look back type thing.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
Reese
I was
said
already
the same thing. Reese said the same thing. She
Uh-huh.
grew up here in Oceanside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think
That
that
was
is
weird.
like, that's kind of the narrative. When you live here and you are a creative, you're like, I'm going to LA the second I get out of high school and I'm going to make it.
Yeah.
Like,
She did
every-
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same, you know? And then the carpet gets ripped from underneath you and you like learn that you're an actual real human and you have to live like a real human and learn life lessons like we did,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, it's funny
Yeah.
because sometimes once you get up in LA, you're actually like working so hard, like indoors, that you're not even like taking advantage of like actually like being out in LA. You know?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. 'cause
You
I
you're
lived
just,
in Manhattan for a little while. And
Yeah, you know how it is.
Connecticut, it's when you're inundated in the city like that, it's you work inside a lot.
and you're
When
just,
you moved out to California, it's like you're outside
yeah,
as well. A lot.
Exactly.
It changes the creative game.
Big time.
totally.
But yeah, so how we got here, dude, so random. I mean, there's no, again, just hitting. I mean, I'm gonna have to hit you with the cancer thing again.
Yeah. Dang.
My dad, we had just so we met in the valley, in LA. And then from there, we moved to downtown LA. And that was a freaking whole story in itself.
Yeah.
But we moved there because we had a really cool,
like loft,
huge, like
super artsy.
yeah, like 2 times this, like just like open, but we like lived there, like work live space. And we had just like, renewed our lease one day, and then that same day found out that my dad had cancer. So literally instantly,
Dang.
like, so he was already in the hospital because he had a stroke.
Yeah, we were coming back from
we were coming back from Vegas,
and
it was like, my sister's birthday, found out he had a stroke, and that's pretty much like when it all had changed. And then also that weekend we were in Vegas, we experienced 2 earthquakes, like on the 54th floor. And like
really
the whole
weird.
building was like
crazy
on
week.
rockers. So that had happened. We were like traumatized from the freaking earthquake.
What the?
Coming down, we get a call. My dad had a freaking stroke, like literally the day before his like birthday. So meanwhile, I have freaking cancer, but I don't even know
You
it.
don't even know.
So I'm having like, we're stuck in traffic.
And you guys are fresh for the most part, pretty fresh.
Yeah, like a year, like a little over a year.
That's freshy. That's freshy. Damn.
So yeah, we were coming back from like a dance competition because she was teaching dance. And so in the car, like I'm having like my episodes. I would call them episodes. So like we're stuck in traffic, but I'm having my shit where it's like my face is becoming red and I have to like pull over to like throw up, like in the midst of this. But I didn't even know what the hell was going on. I thought I was just like having like a panic attack, anxiety
because
attack.
of all the stuff is going on.
It was
everything.
Crazy.
I just thought I was a nutcase. Like I never
Word.
really had anxiety like before. So all of a sudden I was just like experiencing all this like anxiety like out of nowhere. But really my hormone levels were just like spiking like nuts. And so so we were gonna go from Vegas to LA. So then we just ended up going from Vegas to Encinitas, San Diego. My dad was in the hospital. He had a freaking stroke. Like just it was just fucking
weird, crazy week.
It was so sad, so shitty. And then then he was like, we were just like staying down here at her parents' house because her parents live in Oceanside. And so we were just staying here for like
a week.
Like a week. So like we were in Vegas for a week and then we were staying here for a week. We hadn't even like been home.
We hadn't been home for like
we still
probably
had, like,
probably almost like 3 weeks at that point. Hadn't been home.
Yeah.
And then when we actually ended up going back home after we had to like break off the lease, we had like two weeks to pack everything, like just like
everything
and
happened really quick.
find our place.
You always find a way. It's crazy, right?
So yeah,
I don't even know how.
We always
so after the stroke that we were here for a couple weeks, and then they were like the doctors did like one more scan on my dad before they released him from the hospital, and he thought he was like gonna go home and like be good, and then they did one more scan and found that he literally had pancreatic cancer and it had already like spread to his like liver and like lungs at this point. So literally just like still remember him just like coming, just being like, just literally, dude, yeah, they said I have freaking cancer. And I was just like, but I almost like knew like it was coming. Like I for so long I had like this feeling that it was like that it something like that was going to happen, just because he didn't take care of himself very good, and just the lifestyle like I could hear his like breathing for a while, and it was like for so long I would always be like, Dad, like you gotta go to the doctor, like you're like you sound like you're literally you sound like you're dying. Like
saw some signs.
Yeah, and he kind of like wanted to never go to the doctors, like that kind of thing. So took him being in a freaking hospital. So he had who knows how long he freaking had it for, which is nuts. Again, living with it, not even knowing. I just like wish everyone could just get a scan like once a year, you know? So then as soon as we found out, we just knew like, dude, like we just have to. It was almost like a joke because we literally signed our lease for another year that same day. So it was just like, it was just like,
we were just like, what
is life? Like, okay. So we were able to like get out of it. And then we had like literally like, we had to get out of there. So we had like a week to like find a place, and we were looking all over, and Sneeta's like all over. And then we just kind of found this area, like the last one we found on a whim. And
but we manifested this hard. We were in bed in downtown LA, and we would do this thing. We would put our heads together, and
well, we were just praying that like we would just find somewhere like
Wait, I want to say
Healing.
that though, because it's like so cute.
But is that just like what we did? Just
We did. She never thinks that, like, you doubt that side of us sometimes. We got together, we put our heads together, and we were like, we're going to find a place close to the beach, and we're going to have wood floors, and it's going to be a creative space. And we just kept saying it like over and over again, even though nothing was available.
It's like, honestly, it's all a blur to me. Like,
You
it's
guys
just
are
like
so
a blur.
amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I'm telling you, it's a lifestyle. It's more than a story. It's who you are. Even the videos that you're doing.
Hey.
The
That's
stuff
dope.
that you're doing, that you're really shotgunning beers. I watch you guys shotgun beers, yo. I was like, these motherfuckers never shotgun beers.
Dude, that was we need to make
They
a
saw this on
reel.
TV.
Such an epic fail. That's how long it had been.
No, I used to do it in high school.
Bro.
Did not know
was
I needed
like,
to open it first.
You got to put your mouth on it.
Bro, I just kept taking it to the face.
I can't even begin whenever you got blasted in the
I
face.
got blasted.
Totally blasted in
Like
the face.
multiple times. And then I couldn't even swallow. I'm just like, oh, like gagging.
I know you were
Like so much grossness in one shot. And we haven't drank since then.
I just want to say,
We haven't drank since then.
I've been watching. I've felt like I just got caught up today in a really, really beautiful journey with you two. And I got to hear more.
Yeah, you feel a little more caught up.
right now for sure. It's
And then
cool. It's so cool
that every
chilling with
time
you
we
guys right now.
can can hang, we can just like learn more about each other.
Yeah.
We love that.
That's a cool part about life.
Because
Huh?
I have all the questions too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Questions.
Let's do it again.
Yes.
Questions.
Please.
Where can we find you? You two.
All over the world, baby.
All over the world. You can
Coming
find
to
us
a city near you.
You can find us at KhulaRae on like pretty much every
Sara
platform.
Khula, Natalie Ray, KhulaRae.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can you spell it?
KHULA.
RAE.
I love it. KhulaRae.
KhulaRae.
Yep.
All right.
Khula.
Highly, highly excited right now to have been able to spend time with y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you for
This
Stoked
is
to
the
produce it too. This is
best.
gonna be a fun
Yeah,
one. It's
like,
the first time we
what?
shot it like this, so I'm stoked.
Really?
Yeah,
Good.
I know. You guys are gonna be making me look good. Shit.
Oh my gosh.
You chilling.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank
the
you, guys.
director's chair.
You.
We're gonna get all freaky here. We're gonna get all freaky here. We're gonna get all freaky here. Join us on the deck here in Freaky Town, USA. Just south of downtown Oceanside, CA. Stick around for a little while and meet the locals, yeah. They're a good old crew that's been around a while, yeah.